Hey guys, Morten here. Welcome to my channel. This video is an entry into Sam's 5th year in the vinyl community competition. Now, a little caveat, I will most likely be disqualified because I can't really do one of the questions, but I wanted to do this video to support Sam just the same. I followed Sam's channel now for a while, and I enjoy his delivery. I love his knowledge. His music genres are not necessarily the ones that I'm very good at, which is, a lot of Americana. But apart from that, I enjoy when he pops up in my feed with his little unannounced live performances, sometimes often after I should have gone to bed, because I am, after all, on the opposite side of the planet. He says, thanks to everyone who has supported me since 2020. It means a lot. Please be sure to be subscribed to my channel and follow the prompts below. Let me know when you made your video. And the first task he set us is to show an active artist who has not released an album in 5 or more years. So active, touring, trying to record and so on. And I'll show a CD for this one. So this is Morrissey. So I Am Not a Dog on a Chain was released, I think it was back in March 2020. And we've seen nothing more from him since. He is touring. However, he recorded an entire album with some relatively big hitters, collaborations wise and so on in 2022-23. There was a track release from that, but since then Columbia, I think it was, has buried the album. And I would think that some of Morrissey's opinions and things he said and so on up through the years have rubbed certain people with more clout and power in the music industry the wrong way, and they've decided to ask for the album not to be released, especially not with them being present on the album. Miley Cyrus. So what has happened since? Well, he's tried to get the album back and see if he can get it released, and no. He has been able to. That album was supposed to be called Bonfire of the Teenagers, I think it was. And since then, he's apparently recorded an entire new album called Without Music, the World Dies. He's good with coming up with album titles before releasing albums, but not so good at getting anyone to... He's been shopping it around and nothing seems to be happening with that album either being released. So there you are. Task number 1. Number 2, show a 5th album in an artist's discography. For that, I really racked my brain trying to come up with something to show, because I feel like, I keep showing certain bands over and over again, and I have shown this band before, but this is Gold and Grey by Baroness. So Baroness is a heavy metal, modern prog metal, various genres they fall in under. They are from Savannah, Georgia. I cannot remember if I saw them first warming up for someone else or on their own merit, but I have seen them and I fell for them immediately. I think they're a fantastic album, and Golden Grey, absolutely corker of an album. Sounds better than some of the other albums, which I feel that often sounds a bit murky for me. They had various lineup changes. They've gone through some terrible things in their time. But anyway, Sam asked us to try and do this video short, so I'm just telling you, this is the 5th album by the wonderful Baroness. The next thing Sam wanted us to do is to show the 5th album on your record shelf. Now, I could have gone up here and picked out the 5th album in my CD shelf, but I opted to go over there and show the 5th album in my vinyl album. Now, nearly all of my albums are in two big shelves in the middle of my room, serving as a bit of a room dividers. There are a couple of other sections where I have, for example, Rolling Stones, I have grunge, I have, for some reason, I'm not sure, Gorillaz over there, and other bands, solo Beatles stuff and so on. But the album that shows up as number 5 in my alphabetical orders, and I put numbered bands with numbered names before alphabet starts. So the 5th album showing up here is the this is 10cc, and this is their greatest hits 1972 to 78 compilation album from 1979. This is my original copy from way back then, and it's an excellent compilation with lots of amazing songs. I think I mentioned this before. They're presented as a band of 4 people. Of course, by this time they had released 2 studio albums after me a name, sorry. This is another Hypnosis album cover art from that as well, so that's one of the reasons I think this is cool to show. So this is where I get disqualified probably. This is question number 4. I can't drive 55. Show an album you love to listen to in the car. So Sam and everyone out there. I am Norwegian, Danish, part Swedish. I live in Scandinavia. I live in the biggest city in Norway, Oslo, and sometimes in Skagen in Denmark. And I have never been interested in cars. I have no need for one. I don't have a family. I don't have kids who need to go to soccer practice or anything like that. Would it have been cool to drive somewhere sometimes? Maybe. But I have trams, I have buses, and I listen to random music pretty much, or lately audiobooks. So I thought I'd just do this is slightly different. I suffer from sleep apnea, so I have one of these breathing apparatus when I sleep. I had that for it's been I think we're getting into year 3 of that, and that's working out well. I'm sleeping much better and all that. But one of the things that I had a bit of a trouble with, I often had televisions on to help me sleep as a bit of a, I don't know, night light or something. But with the breathing apparatus in the beginning, I was frustrated by hearing sounds and everything. So what I started doing is I found an album that I really love, which calms me, soothes me, and helps me sleep. I have a couple of them, but the one that I use the most, and I have it on vinyl and I have the actual album, but I use this to listen to it, is this one. Bill Evans. So from left to right, I listen to this almost every night, and on very low noise, and it works charm. I've probably gotten used to the whole thing now, but I still use this as a somewhere between a night light and a comforter or comfort blanket or Linus blanket, whatever you call it. But I adore this album, and I still go and grab it once in a while on quiet days and listen to it on the turntable. And finally, a $5 record. Show an album you paid $5 or less for. So back in the day, the secondhand record shop here in Oslo, Rock and Rolls, was around. It's been there for over, I think, must 33 or 34 years now. So I remember I went there. I had just moved into this apartment and I was getting ready to move to Denmark after my dad passed away, and I still had my old stereo with my turntable on there, and I remember going over there and they were selling lots of records dirt cheap, and I have many of them still in Denmark. Not so many I brought up here, but here's one I brought up, and I paid 10 kroner for this in 1994, I think, or 95. I probably bought it. It's been reduced in price from 25 kroner to 10 kroner, which is $10 in, you know, $1, sorry, in today's money. But, you know, with inflation, I don't know what 10 Norwegian kroner is now 30 years later. But this is Howard Jones' Human Lib. And I had a few of these, and I had some Duran Durans, but I'm not sure I ever showed this. This is an excellent debut album by one of the great synth pop artists of the UK and the world, I guess, in the 1980s. So there's a record that I paid 10 Norwegian kroner for, $1. And yeah, you can't get this one for 10 kroner anymore, that's for sure. Final thing Sam says is to thank you in advance for entering. The drawing will be January 5th, 2026. So I just want to say happy 5th year in the vinyl community, Sam. I know you are a very well-liked guy in the vinyl community. I like talking to you once in a while. I watch a lot more videos than you probably know, because I don't always have anything clever to comment, because like I said, some of your artists that you talk about are way above my pay grade. So but anyway, guys, and anyway, Sam, thank you for watching. Please head on over to his channel. Please do his competition, but remember to subscribe first if you haven't already, and you know, of course, let him know that you made a video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.